What's going on, guys? It's your average consumer, and CES 2017 had a ton of cool tech products, but I couldn't help but focus on one of my favorites, the new Sony Extra Bass headphones. Now, huge shout out to, don't remember his username, but huge shout out to this guy who kind of put this thing on my radar. I had no idea they even came out, saw his tweet, and had to run over to the Sony booth. So let me introduce you guys to the new Sony XB950N1. Now, if these look familiar, that's because they're the upgraded version of the Sony XB950BT. But to give some background to some of you who aren't familiar with the predecessors of these headphones, they're one of my favorite headphones of all time because overall they're a great package. They've got some of the best bass you'll experience, hands down. They come in at a very, very welcoming price. They retail for about $200, but I usually see them on Amazon for $100 and even lower at times. And they've also got these amazingly soft ear cushions, which makes long listening sessions not a problem, and they're Bluetooth. So it's a lot of all my favorite things smashed into one, but I did have some complaints like them not being foldable, and that is actually something they addressed with the new version. So if laying them flat didn't really help out in terms of portability for you, you can now fold them so that they take up a bit less space in your bag. Now, something I like is that Sony's finally including a travel pouch with the N1s, and it makes sense because if you're gonna invest in some headphones, you should have something that protects it, so I'm glad to see that here. Now, one of the biggest changes and upgrades of the new N1s is the addition of active noise canceling. So with the press of a button, you'll get some new noise canceling features, and trying it out on the show floor was actually pretty decent. Now, I wouldn't expect any Bose QC35 or maybe even Sony MDR1000X quality, but it does the trick. I was able to isolate the show floor pretty well, and it really helps you to focus on getting that nice clarity and bass, so you were able to just focus on your music and not hear all the stuff going on around you. Now, like with every other headphone, with the addition of active noise canceling, you see a little bit of a price hike, and luckily this is only a $50 price hike, so instead of that $200 price, you're gonna get it for $250. I'm really hoping the N1s follow in the footsteps of the 950BTs, and you can find them for much less than the retail price. Maybe we can find these for about $150 or something. That would be awesome. Hopefully after a few months of them being out, we'll start to see those sale prices. And in talking about being out, these are scheduled to be released in spring of, I guess, 2017. We don't have a hard date yet, at least I didn't find out a date, but spring 2017, so in the upcoming months. And let's see, there's also a new app. So with this new app, you're gonna be able to change the kind of sound quality that you're gonna be getting out of these. So you can change up the sound. If you don't like a lot of bass, you can, I don't know why you'd buy this if you don't like a lot of bass, but if you don't like a lot of bass, maybe you just wanna have these be like your overall headphones, you wanna tune down the bass, you can actually do that with the new app that's gonna be coming out. Now, in terms of battery life, I was told that this will get 22 hours without active noise canceling and 18 hours with it. And for those of you who don't care about active noise canceling, but you do want these headphones in a foldable form factor, there's gonna be the Sony XB950B1, which is basically the exact same thing, minus the noise canceling. And for those of you who may have purchased the 950BTs based on my recommendation, do not fret, you're not getting screwed over at the fact that there's a new model out now. It's a pretty minor update that addresses some of my complaints from the old one, so you don't have to really worry, and you probably got it at a much better price than $250. But that's about it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you plan on getting the 950N1s, let me know with a comment down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Till then, it's your average consumer. Peace.